Someone
Completely forgot to
offered.
hit start, by the way.
That's okay. That's okay. Someone outbid us ridiculously, and I just said I can't. Ethically, I can't tell you not to take that deal, but we would love for you to take our deal. But she took it, so I just called her back. It's been about 10 days, and the deal is moving along, but it hasn't closed yet. So I turned around and looked at Chris. I said, "The fat lady hasn't sung yet." I said, "So, we're gonna keep calling until she gets her check." So we're gonna call her again in about another week or so, but she's in the nurture thing too. She's in the short term too, because like I said, she hasn't gotten her check yet, so we're not sure if anything's happened.
Yep. Anything else on that?
That's it.
Okay. Marie, you got any questions on Leadvault? I think you two are the only ones that are, you two are the only ones that are actively users. Everybody else is just kind of here.
This is probably a dumb question, but you know how I told you I set up that workflow for speakers for the weekly huddle? So I sent them, they get like an email that says like, please send me your headshot and bio so that I can create like the Facebook event for your speaking date and whatever. And so when people reply to that, like I was able to open it up on the Lead Connector app and see the response. But does that email not also go to like my Gmail account that's linked to the account? I can't find it anywhere else.
I'm gonna share the screen. Tell me which workflow it is.
I feel like it's a dumb question, but it is, hold on.
It's never a dumb question.
Right there, it's always a dumb question. Are you in my account? That's not my account.
Yeah, lizandmarie.com.
Why are there all these new workflows that have no? Okay, so go next. The appointment reminders weekly huddle presenters.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so they booked, it's assigned, there's a wait, they get a text, and then you're getting the internal notification, which is a text message.
Yeah, it's not a workflow question though. It's just an email response question.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where the email's at to see what you're
so
about.
This one where they get this confirmation email.
Yep.
Then they'll reply to this with the headshot and bio. And so like, where would I find the response to that? Maybe nowhere because the from email is not filled out.
I think that's your problem.
So in the confirmation email, I think at the, yeah, it doesn't even say from. Okay.
You don't have anything here and you don't, so let me.
That's weird because I thought it was coming from. Now, can I put Marie at AZ Stellar in there?
Yep.
No, it's not my lizandmarie.com.
Yep. Well, let's see. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to come in.
Yeah.
Let me check my spam because it came from no name, so I'm wondering.
But the interesting thing is people have responded to it. So I have, and like I said, I saw it on here.
There it is. So this is how they're getting it. Reply.
So then when they hit reply.
So that's why you're not seeing it because you didn't put anything. So it's just pulling from our high level basically account.
Gotcha. Okay, fine. So I
yes,
just need to
if you just were to put your name and an email here, or the other place, the overall workflow setting.
Yeah.
If you want all emails coming out from this name and this email, put it right there.
Can you put Marie at azstellar.com in there for me real quick, Shawn?
Put it in the chat and I'll copy and paste it so that I don't screw it up.
No, it's fine. I'll go do it.
But yes, that will fix that. And then when they reply, it will reply back to.
Okay, great. See, I told you.
To that email.
Dumb question.
No, it's really the same question that kind of like what happened to Sal and Chris. Just run a test.
That was dumb. That was flat out dumb. Yeah. We had stuff going and we thought we shook hands and we're high-fiving and messages weren't going anywhere.
Nice.
Yeah. I think they forgot to turn it on or something.
Now Sean's making us look really stupid.
It wasn't that bad, but it was close. It was definitely close to. It was
You
close to
learn
like,
from
hey,
mistakes.
dude, your light doesn't work because you haven't turned your
Turn the
switch on.
freaking light on.
Learn from mistakes, and then that way, when the opportunity comes around for me to do it, I will take all of your mistakes and turn them into one, speed machine.
That's good. As long as we get ours fixed, we don't care if you learn from it.
True.
Anything else, question wise? Kim, I see you jumped on. I know you're using Leadvault. If you got any questions about it, throw them out.
Is that what today is?
Today's all Leadvault, girl.
I didn't know what we were doing today. My calendar still says all things marketing.
Yeah. I posted this the other day.
I know, I haven't updated it. My brain is still in the Maldives. Bear
Well,
with me.
as much as I'd like to say my brain is still in Maui, you got to be like me and come back to the United States.
I know. I'm getting here.
It's funny I say that because Maui's still the United States, but it didn't feel like it.
I leave next week. I'll be gone for a week, so I won't be online. So
I'm off all next week. I'm on sabbatical, so.
Well, 28th to the 6th, I'm gone. I got to go back over for work.
Roger and I will both be off all next week.
Good to know. I'm thinking, I know I was having an issue with something the other day.
Well, while you think, I will tell you, I finally did get a response on what you were having issues with the contact completely deleting, and there is zero record out there zero record in any of the server systems.
So I just have.
So
phantom
basically we need to see
messages
if it
with
ever
spam.
happens again to you. I need to know like the second it happens so they can try to dissect it.
Okay.
Because they can go back as deep as about 35-40 days and they couldn't find any records.
That's interesting.
So it's hard to figure out what happened there.
Okay. Well, I mean, other than the fact that my calendar still doesn't work, is there a way for us to maybe just use Calendly?
Well, your
can we-
calendar works. It's just not going to tie into Office 365 via GoDaddy. That's it. If you used your Gmail account, it would work just fine there. If you had a non-GoDaddy hosted 365, it would work fine there.
Right. No, I understand that. I mean, you've been saying that for quite some time, but I need the calendar to work because this whole system doesn't work if I can't tie into my calendar and if people go to the website and they're getting an error 404.
So that's why I suggested you go to your GoDaddy one or your Gmail one.
That could be an interesting topic to add to the list there, Shawn. The Google Suite stuff.
What about it?
Just to educate, I'm a rockhead. I don't have any of that stuff. I actually have a GoDaddy email that I'm using.
Yeah, that I should have Roger do a training on that because
Just asking.
the Google Suite has all changed to Google Workplace now, and there's a really powerful reason why we use it. There's some really good tools behind it.
Thus, my request.
Yep. But Kim, in your case, just reach out to Roger, set up a call with him, let him see if there's something he can come up with to help tie those two calendars together or help you archive and save before moving over. Other than that, you're just going to have to work directly with Microsoft Office and say, hey, I got to get off the GoDaddy version and I need to get on the regular version and have their support. There's got to be a way that they know how. It's their platform. It's just on a different server.
Right. I'll reach out to Roger directly. I think Gene sent a message to Nimitz, but I don't know if that message ever got across to anybody.
Nimitz won't know how to do it. Nimitz is a programmer, not an IT minded guy.
Okay.
Email and website stuff's two totally different languages. Okay. Any question from anybody else that's on that's maybe not using the platform? Things you want to know about, things you want to see, whatever the case.
I have another question. Where you go to, I was trying to send somebody the link to leave a review, but it was giving me a message that I couldn't do it, and I don't know why. I'm trying to get back to it now.
You're trying to send it from the link out of Leadvault.
Out of
correct?
Leadvault, yeah.
Let me get to your account and then I will reshare the screen. And 1 second. Okay, let it open now. Here you go. So from inside of Leadvault, if you want that link where it's all tied together, you're going to go into your settings. Let me go back here. You're going to go into settings and you're going to go into reputation management, and it's already been generated right here. All you need to do is copy this link and send that link to them. That's the manual way. It's going to send them. When they click the link and open it, it's going to end up popping this box up where they're going to be able to click the 5 stars, write the review. And I would highly encourage them, if they could, or if they're open to it, to use a photo with their review. So again, it's under settings, reputation management. This link right here will take them to it.
Okay. What's the send review request button up at the right, top right?
Yep. So you can have a workflow built. I have one built for when a website of ours goes live. The team goes in and moves somebody's opportunity card to the column that says live send review request. And I have a workflow that basically the second a card hits that, it fires either a text message or an email. And this is where you build those, what that text is going to look like in here. This is, you turn this on. This is where you build your email for it.
Okay.
So you can trigger it off of workflows. There's a couple ways that you can trigger these to go out based on actions. But that's, this section here can write the text. And when do you want to send this? After check in, as if the trigger is for them to check in for something. I do it through the workflow, and I'd have to jump back into my account and show it. But I basically, the column, if I go to your workflows, I can do it this way. So one of the tasks would be send review request, and it'll ask what type, email or SMS.
Okay.
That makes sense there?
Yes.
But that link, if you just had this link, this link right here, because you've got your GMB integrated to the system, that link will take them directly to it. So you can even use that link anywhere else.
Got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Anything else from anybody else? And I guess let me show you why that would.
You were asking to have them add a picture. What type of picture? Just like a picture of their faces, or that the new property, or signing paperwork, or whatever. Just any picture.
Yes and no. I'll come back to that in 1 second. Kim, this is the other way that you could. Where's my mouse? I think my mouse just died on me. Do you guys see her Leadvault account?
Yeah.
Try to, oh, there it is. My batteries are about to die. So in your main side, Kim, or anybody else, if you go to reputation, this is where you can see what's been going on out there. You haven't been using it, so there isn't much, but you do have 10 reviews on your stuff you haven't sent any invites out. That's what that's showing. Your average rating is at 5 currently. Some of the other kind of details behind here, but this button right here, send review request. This is another way of doing it. And if you had them in there, you can start to find their name. I think my test account is in here, right here, right? And it pulled my phone number in. So if I were to click send review request now, it's going to text me at this number that you're asking for a review. It'll have whatever that text fields that you filled out on the other side. It'll send that text message to them.
Okay.
That's another way of sending it manually. Okay. But under this reputation tab, this is where you can see both your Facebook, because you've got Facebook tied, and your Google reviews, and you can reply right from here. So I'm logged in as my admin account under yours. If I were to type something here, I could hit respond and it would respond to this review that was left by this person right here.
And disregard that spam review on the bottom. Have to figure out how to get Facebook to remove those. I don't know if anybody else has been having that issue.
I've got 2 of them that have nothing to do with me, but they're on mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Google's easy to get them to remove. I just did it for our chamber. We had somebody leave a nasty ass review about a restaurant that's not even in our town on our chamber account. And I just reported it to Google and just said it doesn't even pertain. And it took them 24 hours. I got an email, boom, they removed it. Facebook, I don't know what their process is. Yelp, it cannot be removed. It has to be removed by the individual on Yelp. So each platform is slightly different. My suggestion on the Facebook one is get more reviews and push it down. Then it doesn't even, it's never seen really.
I just completely turned off reviews.
I wouldn't do that because you want reviews. And any good business is going to get negative reviews.
Legit reviews. They're leaving comments under legit reviews. So how do you erase those?
I have a feeling you could probably report the profile to Facebook.
I have.
It's the nuance of business.
All right, I have another Leadvault question.
Go for it.
I have another form that I created relating to doing like a membership directory for the weekly huddle. And I honestly I don't think I created an automation around it, but I feel like I need to have a workflow so that when people fill out the form, I get notified or something happens. But in the meantime, is there a way to just see if anyone's filled out the form?
Yep. So we're inside where your forms are. You're going to go to sites, forms, submissions. And then you're going to want to filter by the form. What's the form name?
The weekly huddle member directory. That one.
This one here, and you can change your date range if you wanted to.
We can do the whole year. There's not going to be that many.
Yeah, I was trying to get it as broad as possible.
Gotcha.
And we'll let it filter. Come on, what happened? There we go. So you've had 21 total people.
Oh, great.
And here's all the people right here. And as you click on them, it brings in whatever they put in that form right here.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Is that it on that?
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm like, dumb question again.
Not dumb. You haven't played with it enough. That's all.
Yeah, the only other thing I think that like Rochelle Day, I tried to have the form where they can like upload an image, like a photo, so that I could put a headshot of theirs. And I think Rochelle was like, I don't even see a place to fill it out. But if you look at the form,
let's look at the form itself.
The weekly huddle member directory. Yeah. If you go to the bottom, it says like choose file. Maybe I
edge up below, choose file. You got that there.
Oh, see, yeah, it says upload a headshot, but then it doesn't show anything, a place to do it.
Uh-oh.
There was image down there. Maybe I have to do it as image instead of just a file. Yeah. Oh, that's just to upload an actual image in the form. That's not for them to.
Yeah, I have it somewhere. That's not the one I want. It's under. I think you have to create the custom file upload. This is a headshot.
Yep.
What do you want? JPEGs?
Yeah.
What do you want to allow?
JPEG and PNG.
That's it?
That's it.
Do you want to allow multiple files or only one?
No, just one.
You
No,
also-
wait, add PNG, add PNG.
It's JPEG. Oops, sorry.
PNG.
I thought I had them both clicked. Now we can go to custom field and type in headshot upload.
You're the best.
That's why you pay me the big bucks. There it is right there.
Great when I get to just outsource the work to you. Just fix it for me, Shawn.
That's why you get on these calls, because I'll do it for you right here.
Yeah, we wouldn't be learning anything.
What's that?
And we wouldn't be learning anything. We'd just be shooting the crap.
Aisa, I see you're on, or Mickey. I never know who it actually is.
I'm here, but I'm driving, so I'm just listening in.
Any questions?
No, it's more like learning for me. So anything I can soak in, yeah, I got the kids, sorry. Anything I can soak in, I'm gonna soak in.
All right. Well, Bob, Victor, or Eileen, anything that you guys got questions on what can Leadvault do? Curious if it does these things, anything that's on your mind.
Actually been watching a couple of these and it appears that it can do way more than what just the basic reach out would be. Doing your other simple little things that you'd want to do for marketing type stuff. So I appreciate the understanding of how the workflow, and you can keep building it, and depending on whatever the application is that you want to utilize, whether it be email or the SMS, because I'm very familiar with all that stuff from work. So the only thing would be is, does it write checks?
Does it write checks? No, but it does send invoices.
Okay, there you go. That's
it
all
can it can integrate to QuickBooks, and it can do you can do that aspect to it.
How does
I don't
it
know where that
integrate to
pertains.
QuickBooks?
What's that?
How does it integrate to QuickBooks? I didn't see that as an option.
Let me pull it up on my end. I'll show the screen.
To piggyback off of that, with 2019 going away, what's the next best thing? Rolling over to the online subscription, or keep it as a desktop version?
What's that?
QuickBooks.
Oh, online.
I don't think they're gonna continue to support the desktop, so they're trying to phase that out.
Well, they're forced. Well, 2022 is a forced subscription, but they have different versions. Like the first year is like $12.50. They'll help you roll it over, $12.50 a month, and then big numbers. If you get the desktop, it's $3.50, but if you do the online, it's $300 a year. So, gotta look at the cost efficiencies.
Yeah, online it's where we're at. It's what our accounting team and everybody uses. Kim, go under your settings, go down to integrations, and you'll see it right here. All you got to do is click connect, and it's going to pull it up. It's going to ask you to log into your QuickBook account to then walk through the integration process.
Interesting. Thanks.
Interesting.
All these fun little new buttons.
They've
Sounds
been
like
there
a
the whole
map.
time.
She sounds like a mad scientist. Interesting.
Also integrates with Stripe if you guys want to be able to accept credit cards for things. All of that, all of the above. So Bob, anything else other than what you asked?
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Victor, anything on your end?
No, nothing. I'm a little CRM'd out. The past 3 months, I'm learning so many CRMs. I would have to compare this one with Chime to see what's what.
With Chime?
Yeah.
Chime is owned by, I don't want to say Chime is a,
Yeah, Chime CRM.
looking up there. Chime is really more focused. I've heard of Chime. I've not looked at it, and I want to say Chime is a knockdown version of another platform, a simplified version. So the biggest, I'm trying to look at their product. What do they got in here? Does Chime have the capability, Victor, of outbound text? True two-way texting. What do I mean by that? Not relying on somebody to have to text your textable number first before you can actually send automations to them.
Yeah, I have automatic text messages going out.
But it's true two-way. I mean, you don't have to wait for them to text you. You could just send a text to whatever phone number you have.
Yeah, because let me see here. So when I imported my leads, they automatically emailed, and let me see here. So pretty much anything that I put in there, the AI will engage first. So
Okay.
the AI sends a text out.
Okay, so very similar functionality there. The other big one that I always, when I'm comparing ours to anybody else, because not all platforms have this as well, it's the call recording component. Inbound and outbound phone calls being able to be recorded and stored right there in the platform, right against the contact record for you to have the recordings of the conversations. Some platforms do it, like ours. Others, they do not have that function.
Okay.
That's another big one. The automation function. I'll share the screen in my test account. Give me a second. The automation piece, that's the other one to really look at. There are platforms that have it, but there are also platforms that they have it, but they restrict you on the tools until you're at certain levels of their platform, and then they give you more and more automation tools. Whereas ours, right out of the gate, you've got every possible. I mean, you can pretty much, the automation tool can replace employees. There's that much detail that can go into it. Let me open up a blank one, and I'll share and show you what I'm talking about there. So when I talk about the automation side, we're talking about all of these tasks over here, from an external communication, being able to send an email, send a text out, call. This feature's getting some work on it too, where you can actually put them in a workflow, and it'll call them, and if they answer it, then it'll connect to your phone. So you're actually not sitting there waiting. You're just, if all of a sudden it connects and it's your number, it's like, oh crap, the system actually connected with somebody and answer it. Ringless voice drops. That's another big one. Not all platforms have the ability to do it. That's another platform that some people have to go and pay another subscription for to be able to do ringless voice drops into it. Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger. You can build workflows where, based on things that they're saying, you reply back automatically in both of those platforms. Manual SMS, manual call, that'll actually trigger a task to where you can write the message. That's if we're getting a little bit more granular. GMB messaging. case you guys didn't know, if somebody's on the mobile device and they go to your Google business profile, they can actually chat with your company. That chat typically goes into your Google Maps app on your phone. And that's where you would have to pay attention and answer to it. We've got the integration there where it would come right into your conversation hub, no different than any other inbound message. And you're actually replying to somebody back on the Google business chat right from inside the system. And we can automate messaging there as well, kind of stuff. Then we get into the CRM level of automation, where we can do things of adding contact tags, and you've got unlimited amount of tags. You make up the tag. There's no, hey, these are pre-built and you have to use these tags and these tags only. And you got to work within that, to make it work for your business. Automating removing of tags. Tags is a big function from a trigger standpoint. I have a lot of workflows triggered based on what happens with a tag. Victor, you go and buy the Marketing is Like Dating book over on marketingislikedating.com. You pay the $5 in shipping. That order comes through. It automatically tags you, automatically puts you onto a thing, automatically sends me an email with all your information, and then automatically kicks that over to the form where I print the label, and boom, the book can go out, and it's all done automatic. And then as soon as I send it, I click one button on the task, and I have a trigger mark that once that task is done, it takes your tag away and moves you to something else and fires you off text messages and emails letting you know that the book's going out. That is kind of how the tags are kind of a powerful piece. Creating and updating opportunities, the opportunity board, right? Your sales process, you've got listings, you've got buyers that you're working with. You can have different opportunity boards based on things that happen. You can update, move, create all these type of things from that function, add notes to the contact record, assign users. I'm not going to go through each one, but you can see there's a lot of robust from a CRM level. The big one is this right here, setting the contact do not disturb. If somebody replies back with the word stop or anything that you tell the system, if they reply with these type of things, put them on do not disturb, it will not ever allow the system to fire another text or email, depending on which one they've opted out of, or both. The system just won't do it. It'll always come back as that can't be fired to that person. So another kind of layer of protection there for you on that part. This was where I was talking about automating the send review request. Can fire a lot of those things out, update appointments, these type of things, add tasks. This is where the AI appointment booking bot, I haven't played too much with this one. There's still some kinks, in my opinion, that need to be worked out. But there are some things that you can do with Facebook Messenger and tying in the AI, that kind of thing, to get them to try to book an appointment. I need to build a couple different ones out and do some trainings for you guys on this one for there. But again, adding things to even your Google Analytics, doing some stuff with the Facebook side. Membership doesn't necessarily pertain too much to you guys on the call, because it's not like you're running a membership account. Marie, this would be an example for the education stuff that you want to do for the youth. If you created a course, you can house the course right inside of Leadvault, and you could, based on them signing up, grant access to something. I have those that sign up for Leadvault. You have access to some videos that I've done to help get the basic stuff set up. That's in a membership platform. You register for Leadvault. One of my workflows on that side grants you access to that membership course, so that you can actually access those videos.
Would that still integrate with a Kajabi or something like that? Or would it all be housed in Leadvault?
It's basically, if you've ever used Kajabi and understand Kajabi's flow, we have the builder right inside here. As soon as I'll show you what the membership build outs can look like on this side. Then you have the conditional stuff. And Victor, this is where it gets real fun, right? Where we start playing with wait steps. We start playing with conditional logic. If this, then that type of stuff. If they reply, do this. If they don't reply, do this. If they fill out this form, do this. But if they didn't fill it out, then do this kind of thing, right? This is why I say it can replace employees, because we can get really granular at the conditional side of, based on actions, I want you to do this or this, or we can go to different things, and then we can even webhook into other software that's out there. We use Discord and an app called ClickUp internally. ClickUp's our project management side. We have things built where when somebody signs up with us, it webhooks through a Zapier into Discord, chimes a bunch of message boards in there for our team, and then also ties into ClickUp and spins up a whole set of project management tasks that Nimitz and our whole development team work on. But I don't have to do any of that, right? I send one link out to somebody and say, hey, fill out this form to start our onboarding process. And like, I'm not kidding you, a series of 12 different things happen the second they hit submit, all built out of the Leadvault workflow. So that's the other big component. Just this function alone, I'll be 100% honest with you guys, this function alone, to have this level of automation builder, if you were to go to a platform like HubSpot, big beast in the industry, right? You would need HubSpot Pro of all three of their different hubs, their sales, their marketing, and their service. And you still don't have stuff like membership portals and these type of things. You'd be spending close to about $1,800 a month at a HubSpot platform to have that level of automation builder. So that's the other thing to think about when you're looking at different platforms, is the availability of tools at your fingertips. A lot of that might not even apply right now, but you have it. It's there, right? You'll never, I can pretty much guarantee nobody will ever outgrow the automation builder on the platform. Now, Marie, back to your question. If you go under sites and you go to membership, go to products, and this is my demo account, so some stuff's not set up on here. I can go to create product. And if you've ever been in Kajabi, this literally looks just like Kajabi. But it'll add, you want to do a sprint style course, a marathon style course, right? Short course, longer course. You're looking for a membership account. You're trying to just custom build your own however you want. And it'll give you, all right, I want to start building this. This is going to be my sprint course test. I'll delete this later. And it pulls it in, already has some of this stuff, and you just kind of start filling the whole thing out. And then that's where oops, might help if I type it right. So like this is a new team member one that I'm building for TRC that will eventually bring our team members into, and they'll have to go through the different things. I was trying to pull up the Leadvault one.
So as I'm hiring VAs and training them, I can have all of those videos created and set up here as well.
Correct. Soon I will have ours done. I'll be able to show you guys. I don't have any of that built out yet, but we're trying to build out basically our onboarding process, right? For our own internal staff that they would have to go through. And the first section is going to be all about the company culture and the company information, right? And they'd have to watch all that. And I can see who's watched what. If I actually go to Leadvault's account, I can show you so like 16 of you guys have access to this. If I go to preview, I'll bring it up. Where you come into the membership portal, they have their own account, right? And these are the different videos that have been created to help walk through. But Marie, this could be, whatever your first video is, there's the video. You have the ability to put a lesson in here. You have the ability to attach documents if you want them to be able to download documents.
Yeah, that even looks like the inside of Kajabi.
Yep.
When you're looking at other people's courses. The
funny thing is all software out there, right? The Kajabi software, for example, our software, for example, there's only so many different software, the actual software designers. Everybody just uses that as the base, right? And then you kind of build off of that. Where Leadvault stands out is we just brought all of it under one umbrella. So you don't need a Kajabi and another CRM and this over here for that, a Calendly for the calendar, and this over here for this over here, and the phone system over here for that on there. So a lot to think about there, Victor, and compare it against. And you'll be out here in May. So you're going to see some things happening inside of Leadvault firsthand, because I know Chris and Sal are going to be here, and Maria will be out here, and we're going to be building some stuff like right there on the spot, where you'll be able to see kind of the power behind it.
Yeah, good stuff. I was comparing a little bit there.
Someone
So.
Someone had a question about Facebook reviews and what to do. I forgot who it was.
Kim did.
Kim, I was playing around, and if you go to the Facebook review on Facebook and you look at the review, there's these three dots on the right-hand side. And if you click on it, it says find support or recommend or report recommendation. And it has a slew of things that you can do, like, ban this person, shut them down, and stuff like that. So I just did that. We'll see how long it takes Facebook to respond to those.
Thanks, Sal.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else have anything for today?
You said you'd come back to the picture thing. Headshots, signed paperwork, picture of the new house, whatever, for the upload and the review.
Oh, yeah. So let me see if I can pull it up. I'll show you. Chatsworth. So you see how I uploaded a picture of Roger and I, right? The reason I did that, this is on our chamber, the local chamber out here. Now I finally got controls of this, and we're going to put some growth behind this sucker. But Google has its facial recognition capability. And where that comes into play is, in this case, right, my Google account has a photo of me. Well, by me uploading a photo of me in this review, Google's able to really now justify that this person is legit. Not only is it a good account, but it's also, that's really the person leaving the review. And that's going to help from a legitimate standpoint in Google's eyes to the reviews. Some of you guys have had this happen where you've said, hey, somebody went and left me a review, but I don't even see it. Or it was there and then it got taken down, because Google is starting to get rid of things that look like, oh, Bob just told a bunch of his friends to go leave a bunch of reviews for this. Okay. So using the photo section is a really good piece for this. So what I would have them do is, based on the type of review that they're leaving, Bob, you just got done doing a deal with them and you're sitting at the closing table, say, hey, take a picture of us closing this, right? Of us sitting here with the documents. And if you wouldn't mind, leave me a Google review. Here's the link for it, and upload that picture to the review. Because if they're writing something about how great it was to work with Bob and his company and how easy it was to sell my house to them, and they made the process so smooth, and there's a picture of them legitimately looking like you guys are sitting down at the closing table closing, it's going to bring more credibility to that, not just to the person reading it, but to the bot, right? To Google on there. Now, if it was more of if I'm going to write a personal review, let's say to Sal or Marie or Kim or anybody else, and it's just Shawn saying something nice about them and that person, not specifically what they've done or I've done with them, then just uploading a headshot of me would be really beneficial. Does that make sense? But that photo piece is, the other thing is that brings unique photos to your profile, because those are all showing up under the reviews. And that's just another tick in Google's eyes that, remember, I think I said this last week or something. I don't know if I said it on this call or with other people. Google's really trying to make the GBP almost like a social platform. All right, giving the people the ability to chat with a business, really putting more emphasis on things like the reviews, bringing this photo component into it, these type of things. Your posting, the stuff that Roger's been talking about, putting Google posts out there. It's really like a social platform that they're trying to, not that they're trying to create a Facebook. They're trying to compete at that piece where they want people kind of looking at Google as a way to interact and be social with companies. Keeps them on their platform. What's that, Bob?
I said, okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, got a couple of minutes left if anybody's got anything. If not, Roger's got some fun stuff for you guys tomorrow, as he always does. Roger's got the homework. That's the way I like to look at it. Roger brings the homework. Reminder though, next week he and I will be off. Itzel will be probably the only one, if not Max might join her, kind of running some calls Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. And that's it.
Remind me, where are these recorded videos accessed?
Really, really easy. Inside of your account, inside of your account, there is a little tab down here that says TRC weekly training calls. When you click on it, they are there. You just have to log into this account. I didn't log into the portal yet, but it's Max Traffic, capital M, capital T. And there's all the training replays in here.
Okay.
It's being slow loading. My mouse is moving all over the place, but there they're all at for you to watch. If you're not a Leadvault user, you access them over on topresultsconsulting.com under login. Same thing, same path. It's the same thing at that point. We just iframed it into Leadvault.
Yeah.
And you can access them here. Okay.
They're the best.
Typically 24 to 48 hours after the call, they get uploaded, but I will be 100% honest with you guys. Chamara, our video editor, lives in Sri Lanka. If anybody knows where Sri Lanka is at. April happens to be their New Year month, but Sri Lanka is also going through some really unsettled times right now from a government standpoint. And Chamara has been a trooper just working through it. I guess some things have been going on. We'll put it at that. And he's been working through